Get ready for a seismic shakeup. The first wave of closures is hitting hard, with 80 to 100 stores slamming shut by the end of this year, and a staggering total of 200 locations set to vanish within the next 18 months. We've ranked the nation's biggest fast food chains, pitting the absolute worst against the unbeatable best, and brace yourself. Some of your beloved go-tos might not survive this brutal lineup. We tasted, surveyed, and suffered our way through soggy fries, sad sandwiches, and the full spectrum of drive-thru disappointments. From burgers that taste like wet cardboard to nuggets with the texture of packing foam, we'd left no heat lamp unturned. This list might ruffle some feathers. You'll want to know where to avoid wasting your next lunch break, so don't miss what's coming next. Starting with the absolute bottom of the fast food barrel, let's go to the top 10, none other than Long John Silver's. And no, the name does not make it any better. This seafood-themed chain has somehow managed to survive for decades while consistently serving meals that look like they were rescued from a shipwreck. The fish planks are greasy enough to power a lawnmower, and the hush puppies taste like they were made in 1972 and frozen ever since. Customer satisfaction surveys are brutal. Only 62% of reviews even mention finishing their meal. The rest describe smells that linger in your car longer than most relationships. And do not even ask about the fries. They are somehow both dry and oily, like they exist in two timelines at once. People come here for nostalgia and then immediately regret the decision. It is the edible version of going back to your high school reunion and realizing everyone peaked in 10th grade. The saddest part, Long John Silver's once had over 1,200 locations. Now it is clinging to relevance with just under 600. Some of them are combination restaurants with Taco Bell, which feels like putting a Band-Aid on a sinking ship. The decor has not changed since the Reagan era, and neither has the food quality. If your idea of a good meal includes paper-thin fish and coleslaw that smells like despair, then by all means, drop anchor. Next on the list of culinary disasters, we come to the top 9, which is none other than Little Caesars. Their famous $5 hot and ready pizza has become a nationwide joke, and not in a good way. Yes, it is cheap. Yes, it is fast. But so is instant ramen, and at least that has flavor. Little Caesars pizza has the structural integrity of a wet sponge and the taste profile of melted plastic with hints of tomato. We ran a taste test with 10 participants. Only one finished their slice. The rest chose to remain hungry. That is how you know a pizza chain is struggling. Their pepperoni is suspiciously uniform, their crust is flavorless, and their cheese stretches like it is trying to escape the experience entirely. Online reviews frequently use the words regret, bland, and why did I do this to myself? The funny part is Little Caesars dominates low-budget marketing. That pizza slogan is everywhere. But slogans do not make up for cheese that refuses to melt in sauce that tastes like it was poured out of a ketchup packet. Their pretzel crust pizza was hailed as a game-changer, but most customers said it tasted like confusion. One bite is salty, the next is doughy, and somehow it all ends with disappointment. The company still has over 4,000 locations across the country, so clearly someone is eating the stuff. But we suspect it is more about desperation than choice. At $5, people are not expecting gourmet, but even cardboard with toppings should at least be hot. If you want a pizza that is hot and ready to make you question your life, Little Caesars is your stop. Next up on our journey through fast food land, the top 8 will be Jack in the Box, a chain that feels like it was designed by someone who had not slept in 4 days and thought, why not put egg rolls on the same menu? The result is a late-night fever dream of items that should not be friends, but somehow ended up sharing a fryer. Their burgers are fine, their chicken is tolerable, but their tacos, those are in a league of their own, and not in a good way. Jack in the Box tacos are infamous. 2 for 99 cents. Sounds like a deal until you realize what you are actually eating. A soggy shell stuffed with a gray meat paste and a slice of American cheese. No one knows what kind of meat it is. Some say it is beef. Others suspect mystery filler. All we know is it tastes like sadness wearing a crunchy hat. The lettuce inside is usually warm and wilted as if it gave up halfway through the shift. Their curly fries, however, are legendary. Easily one of the best items on the menu, crispy, seasoned, and actually worth the calories. But again, we are not ranking based on one redeeming side. We are looking at the whole experience. And the rest of Jack's box is filled with confusion. Burgers that feel like they were sat on, chicken sandwiches with more breading than meat, and shakes that are thick enough to sprain a wrist trying to drink them. There is something chaotic about their menu. Want a burger? Sure. Also want egg rolls and mini churros. They got that too. It is like a buffet collapsed into a single counter, and not in an inspiring way. The inconsistency is what drags them down. Sometimes your food is hot and fresh. Other times it tastes like it took a detour through a freezer aisle. With over 2,200 locations, there is a good chance you have rolled through a Jack-in-the-Box drive-thru. But it is also likely you drove away wondering why you did it again. Moving forward, top 7, we have KFC, which stands for Kentucky Fried Chicken, in case you have been living under a salt rock. This chain once ruled the fried chicken universe, but now it seems to be coasting on legacy. The Colonel's secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices still technically exists, but lately it tastes more like 11 scoops of salt and a prayer. The chicken is greasy, the biscuits are dry, and the mashed potatoes come with a gravy that looks more like wet cement than a food product. Their chicken sandwich, released to compete in the fried chicken wars, made a solid debut, but it still lacks the crispness and bold flavor that their competitors nailed. And those famous chicken buckets, they feel more like grease containers than meals. Do not get us wrong, there is still something nostalgic about biting into a drumstick that reminds you of Sunday dinners. But nostalgia can only take you so far when the chicken skin slides off in one sad, soggy piece. KFC has made efforts to revamp its image, adding new items, remodeling stores, and even introducing plant-based options. But the execution is often hit or miss. You might get crispy perfection one day and chewy disappointment the next. The sides range from decent coleslaw to forgettable corn to avoid at all costs macaroni and cheese. And the dessert options are about as exciting as a tax seminar. Still, with over 3,900 locations, it remains one of the biggest chicken chains in America. But size is not everything, especially when the flavor feels like an afterthought. Climbing just slightly higher, we land at top 6, Panda Express, a fast food chain that dared to make orange chicken a national craving. And while it deserves credit for bringing Asian-inspired food to the masses, it is not without its flaws. For starters, almost every meal tastes like it was designed by a focus group trying to balance sweet, salty, and slightly soggy. Their famous orange chicken has been described as candy-coated meat. It is sweet, sticky, and guaranteed to leave your fingers glued together like a craft project gone wrong. Their fried rice is often dry. The chow tastes like it was seasoned with salt and indecision. And the vegetables usually steamed into mush with all the excitement of a beige cardigan. But despite that, Panda Express has a loyal fan base. Why? Because sometimes you want a heap of rice, a couple scoops of sauced chicken, and a side of regret. Their serving sizes are generous. The staff move like clockwork, and the interior smells like sugar and soy sauce collided in a heated argument. Their biggest strength is reliability. You know exactly what you are getting every time. It may not be gourmet, but it is comfort food for the rushed, the broke, and the overly hungry. Panda Express operates over 2,400 locations, and you can find them everywhere, from shopping malls to airports to lonely suburban parking lots. But while it scratches an itch, it does not aim to impress. The food is hot, heavy, and usually coated in one of 6 sauces. Think of it like the Netflix of fast food. Never amazing, never terrible, always just there. We have gone through 5 fast food chains ranked from bottom to top. Please like and share the information with people around you. Do you think so? Leave it in the comment section below. Now, we will continue to find out which fast food chain is the top one. Now we are getting into the chains that actually remind you why fast food became popular in the first place. Top 5. Let us talk about Chipotle. This build-your-own burrito chain took the country by storm with a simple promise: fresh ingredients, bold flavors, and a meal that feels slightly healthier than a cheeseburger. And for the most part, they deliver. The food is customizable, the servings are generous, and the guacamole is famously extra but also worth it. Their signature burrito bowls offer a decent balance of protein, carbs, and greens, which makes you feel like you made a smart decision, even if you are also eating a literal scoop of sour cream. The chicken is grilled daily, the rice is fluffy, and the corn salsa deserves its own fan club. Sure, the queso has been a point of controversy. Some people love it. Others say it tastes like cheese-flavored regret. But overall, Chipotle offers a fast, flavorful experience. The problems, when they happen, are usually about portion sizes or inconsistent service. Some days your burrito is bursting at the seams. Other days, it looks like it was assembled during a fire drill. And yes, food safety issues from the past still haunt the brand. But Chipotle has taken major steps to clean up its act, both literally and figuratively. With over 3,300 locations, they are still growing fast, proving that there is a real appetite for fast food that does not make you feel like you need a nap afterward. Coming in just ahead is Top 4, Popeyes, the fried chicken chain that broke the internet in 2019 with a sandwich that caused actual traffic jams. This Louisiana chain delivers big flavor and unapologetic indulgence. Their chicken is seasoned down to the bone, the crust is crunchy in all the right ways, and their biscuits, love them or hate them, will dry out your mouth faster than a desert wind. But they are iconic. Popeye's chicken sandwich is still one of the best in the game. Juicy, spicy, and served on a soft bun that somehow survives the grease. The fries are solid. The red beans and rice is a cult favorite, and the macaroni and cheese got a major glow-up in recent years. It is creamy, cheesy, and finally no longer tastes like it came from a vending machine. The service can be chaotic, and the wait times unpredictable. But when the food is good, it is really good. There is something comforting about a place that does one thing really well and then doubles down on it. Popeyes has over 3,000 locations, and their southern roots are evident in every bite. The chicken tastes like it was made by someone who actually cares, which is more than you can say for half the items we tried earlier on this list. It is not health food, not by a long shot, but when you want real fried chicken fast, Popeyes is hard to beat. As we get into the final stretch, let us talk about Top 3, Five Guys. This burger joint took the fast food formula and turned it into a handcrafted experience. Their burgers are thick, juicy, and cooked to order. The toppings are customizable, the buns are toasted, and the patties are so flavorful you forget you are technically eating fast food. And then there are the fries. Oh, the fries. Cut fresh daily, fried in peanut oil, and served in absurd quantities. A regular size looks like a large anywhere else, and a large could feed a scout troop. The entire vibe of Five Guys is built around simplicity and quality. There are no drive-thrus, no microwaves, no frozen beef. The menu is small, which means they focus on getting it right. Even the hot dogs are surprisingly good, and that is saying something for a chain best known for burgers. The price is higher. Expect to pay around $15 for a full meal, but the value is there. You walk away full, satisfied, and possibly carrying a small bag of leftover fries. One of the best parts of eating at Five Guys is the transparency. The open kitchen means you watch your burger being built in real time. The potatoes used for the fries are listed on a sign near the register down to the farm they came from. It feels a little more honest than your average fast food spot. The only downside, the calories. One double bacon cheeseburger can clock in at over 1,000 calories. But honestly, if you are going to indulge, it might as well taste amazing. Close to the champion is the Top 2, In-N-Out Burger, a regional chain that has reached near mythical status. With just over 400 locations, mostly in the western United States, this place has managed to build a cult following that borders on religious. Their menu is famously simple: burgers, fries, and shakes, that is it. But it is that simplicity that makes them so good. The burgers are cooked fresh, The lettuce is crisp, the tomatoes are thick, and the special sauce is basically bottled nostalgia. The secret menu, which is not really a secret anymore, adds to the appeal. Animal-style fries, protein-style burgers, and double-doubles that live up to the hype. Everything tastes fresh because it is. There are no freezers at In-N-Out. They prep daily, grind their own beef, and make their fries from scratch. And yes, the fries are polarizing. Some love them. Others think they taste like lightly salted air. But when done right, especially animal style, they hit the spot. The staff is unusually cheerful. The locations are spotless, and the food is always made to order. There is a reason people will wait in line for 20 minutes for a burger here. It is not just the food, it is the experience. In-N-Out proves that you do not need a massive menu or gimmicks to be great. Just good ingredients, good service, and a commitment to doing things the right way. It is not just fast food, it is a tradition. And now we reach the top of the list. Top 1, the crown jewel of American fast food, Chick-fil-A. This chain has become a model of consistency, quality, and customer service. In an industry not exactly known for any of those things, from the moment you pull up to the drive-thru, you know you are in for a different kind of experience. The employees are polite, the food is fast, and the chicken sandwiches are second to none. Chick-fil-A's secret lies in their simplicity and execution. The chicken is pressure-cooked in peanut oil, breaded by hand, and always juicy. The buns are soft. The pickles add just enough bite, and the waffle fries are a national treasure. Their breakfast menu is also a sleeper hit. Chicken biscuits, hash brown bowls, and coffee that does not taste like regret. And then there is the service. Always friendly, always efficient. It is like every employee took a class in hospitality and actually enjoyed it. What really sets Chick-fil-A apart is their consistency. Whether you are in Atlanta or Anchorage, the sandwich tastes the same. The food arrives fast, the staff smiles, and the order is rarely wrong. They have managed to scale up without losing their personal touch. Over 2,600 locations closed every Sunday, and still outselling chains that stay open 7 days a week. And yes, the prices are a bit higher than your average drive-thru, but the quality backs it up. It is the one place where fast food feels like it was made just for you. You walk away full, happy, and slightly surprised that something this simple could be this good. That's the list of top 10 fast food chains from worst to best. From the disasters to the dynasties, we have eaten our way through the best and worst fast food America has to offer. Some chains shocked us, some disappointed us. But one thing is clear, fast food is not just about food. It is about consistency, comfort, and sometimes just being open when nothing else is. Choose wisely, eat boldly, and remember, never trust a taco that costs less than $1. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Now you're officially more informed than most customers. Like and subscribe to help us keep the spotlight on the food industry's best-kept secrets. And remember, the truth is not always on the menu.